Hello and welcome to this video on the Read Aloud and Immersive Reader functions of the Microsoft Edge browser. Microsoft Edge is free to download for both Windows, iOS and also mobile, but here I'll be showing you the Read Aloud and the PDF Reader and Immersive Reader functionality in Windows. So I have a couple of sites open here. So the first one I'll be using the Read Aloud function. So if you want any text read from text to speech, you can select or highlight the text with your cursor, right click and select Read Aloud selection.
Founded in 1972, the Dyslexia Association of Ireland, DI, is a charity which works with and for people affected by dyslexia by
So I
providing.
just clicked pause there, but I can resume playback by clicking play to continue. So with that bar still visible up the top, I can click on the voice options over the far right and I can see the speed, so I can speed up or slow down that speed there. And I'm currently listening to Microsoft Sean, but other voices are available in the drop-down list here. So that is the Read Aloud feature. So that's for any text that you can select, highlight, and right-click and select Read Aloud. The next feature is the built-in Immersive Reader. So that's on this tab. So when you click on a page, for example, on the blog here, and a new icon will appear up in the address bar, and it looks like a little page with a little speaker in it. So when you hover the mouse over this image, it'll say Enter Immersive Reader, or you can just click on the icon there. So you might notice that the screen tidies up and removes all banners, all ads, and it creates a new toolbar at the very, very top here. The first thing I do when the Immersive Reader is enabled is I'll click on this little sort of drawing pin icon here. So this pins these features or functions up the top. If I unpin this, they will auto hide if I keep scrolling down the page, but it's always useful to have these up the top and visible. So clicking Read Aloud.
This is undoubtedly a stressful and strange time for everyone, and it is
Okay, and that's Microsoft Sean, I believe, still reading that aloud to me, and I can do the very, very same. I can click on voice options and speed up or slow down the voice, and then select a different voice in this drop down here. So if I click X out of this toolbar, you might have noticed a couple of other buttons up here. So text preferences, if I click on that, you can actually increase or decrease the text size, turn on text spacing to improve the readability. And you might notice that I already have this enabled as the sepia page theme in the background. So a sort of off-white color to improve readability. So there are more themes under this option here. So if I click here, and you can change the color to something that will suit your reading needs or reading style here. So that's text preferences. Grammar tools. You can actually split words by syllables, and you can see the article split up there. You can actually highlight, turn on the highlight for nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And you click on show labels, which should show a small noun, adverb above, or verb above the symbol above the relevant adverb or noun. So I can just turn those back off and turn back off syllables there. And this last one here for reading preferences. So this has line focus, which can be enabled to 1, 3, or 5 lines. I can switch that on. So at the moment I have it on 5 lines, and these two new features will appear, the up or down arrow. So I click on the down arrow, I'll skip and highlight 5 lines at a time. If I click back on reading preferences, I'll skip that back to 1. And you'll also see here there is a picture dictionary enabled. So with the picture dictionary enabled, if I hover the mouse over a word here, parent for example, you'll see it turns to a magical wand. If I click on that image, it will give me an image associated with that word. So that's the picture dictionary. So that's the immersive reader within Microsoft Edge. The last feature I'll show you if you had a PDF document opened within the browser. So if you clicked on a link that was a PDF and it opened something like this, if you click on the Read Aloud button,
what's good for dyslexia is good for all. a guide for those working in the further education sector in Ireland.
Okay.
Based on the lived experience.
Okay, let's just clicking on pause there. So I can pause or resume or forward or click through and the next line, next paragraph, forward or back. And you might notice that these voice options appear again. So I can click on that, speed up, slow down the voice, and choose a separate voice here. So that's 3 ways of getting text to speech within the free Microsoft Edge browser. Um, so that's the selecting and right clicking on the text by selecting Read Aloud, using the Immersive Reader on a web page by clicking on the icon in the address bar and clicking on the Read Aloud button in a PDF document that loads up. I hope you find this useful. Thank you.